Hello, Thomas Pulitzer here with Tom's Tips, episode number 99. What's the best way to look at things? Part 2. I'm doing a part 2 because I'm not sure I did this topic justice in part 1. Okay, one thing I'd like you to keep in mind is, you are exactly where you're supposed to be for the decisions you made up to this point in your life. I've said that after a meeting before. And I had someone come up to me and say, yeah, but I made most of my decisions drunk. I'm like, so how'd that work out for you? Anyway, that was the end of that conversation. Now, also, everything happens for a reason, even if we don't know what that reason is. What we need to keep in mind is that whatever that reason is, it was for us. And so things don't happen to us; they happen for us to learn and grow from. So whatever it was, that reason was for you. And you may not see it. It may take a couple of years to see it, and here's why. That's like each event. Picture each event as being a piece of a puzzle, and by itself, it may not make any sense. It's an odd shape, different images. It just doesn't make any sense, right? So, and just think of an event that way, but you have to know that it's for you. Let's say, because we'll, later on in our life, when the rest of our life, figure our life is the picture, and when we get to see the whole picture, we'll understand what that piece is for, right? And how it was for us. I've got an example in my life that how I came to believe in God, and how I also know that everything happens for me, and I've had a hell of a life, believe me. Multiple DUIs, multiple driving unsuspended. I've spent 3 or 4 years in jail. Probably 4 or 5 years in different alcohol programs, paid thousands and thousands of dollars in fines and to the alcohol programs. And how was all that for me? And I couldn't see it back then, and it's because I'm a little stubborn. And anyway, plus I was still drinking, and I just couldn't see how it was for me. But now all those events, moved me to the direction of where I am today. I mean, without them happening, I never would have got my second sponsor. I wouldn't be as far as I am in this marketing. I wouldn't have quit drinking when I did. I probably wouldn't have a driver's license today. Everything happens for you. Now let's say here's another example. I've used this example, like if you're sitting at a red light in your car, mind your own business, someone, rear ends you, but you don't have a driver's license. It's your fault because you're not supposed to be on the road, and the police will give you a ticket. Anyway, now let's say you do have a license and you got hit. How is that for you? Well, maybe it's a test to see how you will react or respond to such an event. A lot of times these events or whatever are the universe's way of testing us for bigger challenges or bigger things, or maybe it's so we can help. Maybe some of the challenges we go through are so we can help someone else down the road. Maybe we're having a crappy day, but we see somebody having a problem that we've been through and found the solution to, so we help them and then we feel better. Who knows? All I do know is that everything happens for me. And if you ask the universe, how is this for me? Or God, or whatever, your mind will start thinking about different ways how this could be for you. And if it's for you, you're no longer the victim ever, and that alleviates self-pity. And the old pour me another drink, if we don't do that. So, now, I got a story in my life that hopefully I can tell without tearing. You know, I told you I've had multiple tickets and this and that, and I had a nationwide hold on my driver's license. And I'd went through an in-home care alcohol program, you know, spent 3 months in there, and you know, got out, and I had like 50 things under my belt that I was sending to Arizona to lift the nationwide hold I had on my driver's license, because I didn't get my driver's license reinstated when I left out Arizona, or before I left Arizona. I did all my jail time, I paid all my fines, and I did all the programs they said I had to do. But I didn't get a driver's license before I left the state, which came back to bite me in the butt later. Anyway, so I had a nationwide hold on my driver's license. In order to get my driver's license back, I had to, well, since I know this is long. Anyway, in order to get my driver's license back, I had to have a nationally certified alcohol and drug counselor sign me off. When I completed the program, even with the extra credit I did and the 50 AA meetings and everything else, and I was signed off by a state certified alcohol and drug counselor, which wasn't good enough for Arizona. So I had to be signed off by a national one, and I had looked around and this and that, and the only one I had seen or could find in the phone book or whatnot was in Modesto, which is like 15 miles or better from here, and wanted $100 per visit, and there's going to be multiple visits. And I was on, well, heck, already depressed, and on general assistance, which is only $336 a month. It's like, where am I going to come up with $100 per visit, you know, plus transportation, everything else? And I thought, you know, dang, I quit drinking for nothing, you know. And I was 6 months into my sobriety. I've had this new sponsor for 3 months already, and I was real down one day when I got the news back from Arizona that all this information I sent them, all the progress I've done, all the whatever, wasn't good enough. Well, it would have been, let me see, 3 months in the program, 3 years, so I was probably 9 months sober at this time. Anyway, and yeah, none of it was good enough. And I'm like, you know, maybe I should just go back to drinking, buy another motorcycle, take the police on a high-speed chase, and, you know, kill myself having fun. Which he's like, no, don't do that. He goes, shit, I'm a nationally certified alcohol and drug counselor. I can help you. You know, and he goes, I'll do it for free. Anyway, he's like 65 years old, retired, but you know, he had the certification. He goes, yeah, I kept it up. Anyway, so worked with him for a year and a half, went through the 12 steps, did all this, and he gave me 4 psychological tests that only somebody with his certifications, I mean, it had to be a nationally certified, not state, not county, had to be a nationally certified counselor is the only one with the credentials that could get the test that I had to take. And I took 4 tests and sent in the results. Didn't even know if I passed when I took the test. Anyway, and I passed. And then I got my license. And then a couple months after that, his certification was due again. He's like, nah, I'm not going to renew it. I've had enough of that. If anybody else needs help, they'll have to go somewhere else. And then about 4 months after that, he died. That, you know, so not only, it was almost like he stayed alive and everything just to help me, or kind of worked out that way. Had all the crap in my life not happened to push me to quit drinking when I did. Yeah, I wouldn't have my driver's license today. I wouldn't be able to go on the motorcycle ride to the Dells, to Springfield, and I'm doing both of those in next month. Well, the Dells is in September and Springfield Miles in September. I'm doing both of those. But had all that crap and all the programs and all the stuff, all them pieces of that puzzle not happened, I wouldn't be where I am today. I also wouldn't be where I am in business here. I wouldn't have met the people I have. I wouldn't have learned the things I've learned. So I hope I've made a very valid point, and this is something I'm passionate about. Things don't happen to you, they happen for you. It's up to us to find and see the benefit. Ask the universe, make your brain look for, how can this be for me? If you don't see how it is, just know that it is, and it'll be shown to you later on in your life. Anyway, I hope you got some value out of this. If you did, please like, comment, or share, and have an awesome day. Thanks.